You were live. Camera's facing out, so.
How do you turn it in?
You have to turn it around, and you don't know how to do that. So.
All right, so we're here at the Creeper Gallery tonight. Is it live? We laugh. We laugh.
Yes, it is.
We're here at the Creeper Gallery tonight. John's laughing already because that's what I do. I incite humor in everybody. But we are getting ready to start our investigation. I am the card's right there with her picture.
Well, I'm looking for a flashlight first.
Yeah. But we are going to try to get through 4 haunted items tonight. They're pretty interesting. So you ready to start the show, sir? He's getting his he's getting himself together here, making sure everything's in place. But the first one up is very, very interesting. We have, oh my goodness. I'm going to turn it around.
That's right off the bat.
Yep.
All right.
I'm going to go right over there so they can see them while you're talking about them.
All right. This is the impression, right? Right? That's what I'm looking at.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I guess so.
Impression. So this is from one of the mediums that Donnie uses. Feels like dolls played with by different children, but then brought together in a collection. They were collected by someone feeling a need, emptiness, most likely from their childhood, a loss and or loneliness, and was very emotionally attached to the doll. They were more than dolls to her. The previous childhood pain may have been triggered as an adult, i.e. loss of a child or unable to have a child. That opened up wounds, creating a void needed to be filled and created a bond with the dolls. Sad, melancholy feeling, humming, could be spirit, female of the person who owned them, brushing their hair, rocking the dolls. So
this is her.
Yeah. Oh, that's her? Did you get her?
Yep, I showed him. That's Elizabeth Mary Wright. These were her dolls, 1923.
So again, according to the reader, that's me who did that. According to the reader, the woman couldn't have children. What's her name? Elizabeth. Always Elizabeth. That's weird.
Yeah. Would you like me to shut the light off?
Yeah. You want to start? Or you want me to start?
No, you start.
Elizabeth, I don't know if you remember us. We actually did talk to you for a while. I don't even know how long ago. It's been a couple of months, maybe. We were talking to the dolls. We were talking to you in this room, I believe. My name is John. That's Chris. You may have been watching us. Those dolls have been in there for a while now. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, wow.
We come in and try to speak and connect to anyone who may be connected to the items that belong to them, that meant a lot to them. Try to find out more about them. I have a lot of information here from a person who was stating some things that she picked up about you. I don't know if you heard what I was saying though, if any of that rang true. Played with by different children and brought together in a collection. They were collected by someone feeling a need of emptiness and or loneliness. It was very emotionally attached to these dolls. They were more than dolls to her. The previous childhood pain may have been triggered by an adult, a loss of a child, unable to have children. They opened up wounds, creating a void needed to be filled, and that she used the dolls for. So what the person is saying, that you were basically depressed in life and that these dolls were a sort of comfort to you, that you would hum to them and rock them, and it would fill a need of emptiness that you were feeling and depression. So we're going to give you the chance tonight to try to talk in a lot of different ways. You've kind of figured out the lights here, which you've been touching ever since we got here. They work like a rainbow above the dolls, all different colors. You've gotten them up to yellow and blue. All you need to do is stand there or touch them. Same thing with these lights here, the lanterns. You've been touching them as well. This is a music box. Just need to touch it with your fingers like I did, and it'll make music. We have Easter eggs here, a blue one and a yellow one with the words yes and the words no on them. So even if we can't see you or hear you, you can touch the Easter eggs to answer yes or no to a question if you want to. These other objects here with the split fingers like this, they're just going to light up blue and red and green if you were to go near them.
Kathy said they lit up when you were reading the thing.
Same thing with the circle here. That's a rainbow. It goes all the way around in rainbow colors if you were to stand over there. We do have your picture here on the floor, Mary Elizabeth Mary Wright. I don't know, 1923. So
And there's a picture of her right up there too.
and there's another picture as well by the dolls. So again, we're going to ask you questions about your life. Is it true that you were not married and that you did not have any children? If that is true, just let your energy go from out of the dolls, or stand there and just move your hands around, and the lights will respond to that. If you want to answer yes, you just make things light up. Were you never married, and did you never have any children of your own? Is that true?
We mean you no harm, Elizabeth. We just want to communicate with you and try to get an idea of why these dolls meant so much to you.
So, according to what I'm reading here, and I don't know if that's true, the dolls weren't originally together. They were part of a kind of different people owned these dolls at one time, and somehow they came to you and you put them together as a collection. Bingo.
Oh my.
Cannoli. And
oh, Donna said that she was married from England and a linguist.
Okay, so that's why she didn't light up
the
lights for that. There are small dolls right there. I see a smaller doll. There's another smaller doll.
And then there's a doll that looks like it has fringes, like it was like it looks like it was like made to look like an Indian doll. Believe it or not, if you move that little brown one that's set sideways.
I see it. And then there's the two bigger dolls, and then there's a doll without any features at all that's just cloth. Were there more dolls in this collection that aren't here right now? Did you own a lot more dolls? Okay, so this is basically the gist of the most important dolls in your collection that meant the most to you, right? So would it upset you and trigger that depression, loneliness, if by chance these dolls were separated, sold individually to different people? Would that upset you if the set? No. Wow.
Not at all.
Wow. That was pretty quick too. Okay. I guess it's more important for you to just take care of in some way, shape, or form, so that even if they are in different homes, like where they started from, that's according to the reader, that even if they do go separately, that someone just take care of them the way you did, and that they mean something to somebody. I can understand that. So we heard that you were married, but unfortunately that marriage didn't produce any children. Were you really hoping for children? Yes. Okay. I understand that. It's a shame. I'm sorry that you didn't have any children. It's very sad, and I'm sorry that never happened for you and your husband. We are going to try a few different things to hear your actual voice, if you wouldn't mind, Elizabeth. Would you rather talk to Chris? Chris is right over here. She's also a female. If you'd rather talk to her instead of me, you feel more comfortable, you could light those lights up again, and I'll have her sit where I'm sitting, and she can converse with you. If that's what you feel more comfortable with, I have no problem with that. Okay. So far, very good interaction.
Yes.
The lights answering questions, the no egg, she didn't have a problem.
She responded on point.
Yeah.
For both times.
So we're going to move through this because we have 4 to go. So we're going to we've already gotten some good interaction.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of now seeing how many levels of validation we can get. So
yes.
So we're going to keep an eye on the SLS to see if anybody stands there. We do have a magic camera here, Elizabeth, to where if you were to stand near the dolls, the back of the dolls, on the side of the dolls, that magic camera right there will capture you standing there. We'll be able to have yet another picture of you like that one or that one. That camera right there will let us see you. So if you could try to just appear there near the dolls, that would be really, really great if you could do that.
And that's because we don't have the ability to see you, Elizabeth.
So I'm going to try EVP first because it's a very quiet, rainy night in New Hope, and there ain't a lot of people out there tonight, that's for sure. So I will try regular EVP to see if we can capture her voice. That's the purest form of communication. So I'll try that first. And then we'll go on to the Spirit Box and another device that we just started using that we'll see how that works. You sure don't want to do this?
No, go right ahead. She's responding to you.
All right, Elizabeth, this is a recorder in my hand. If you're talking now, we can't hear it, but this will allow us to hear it. Okay? So please answer the questions as clear and as loud as you can. Okay? And then you'll see what I'm talking about when we're done. I'll put this right here by your picture. Okay? Elizabeth, what was your husband's name? How many dolls were in your collection? Is that information correct? Were you lonely and or depressed? Where did you live, Elizabeth? Where are you from? What is the last thing that you remember, Elizabeth, before you passed? We read about your profession. Could you please repeat for us what is it that you did? Which of these dolls was your favorite? which do you think is the better picture of you? The one on the top here? Or the one below? Right there. Okie dokie.
So the information we just got was that she had 2 children she lost in childhood, early childhood, and that behind the picture on the top there is her husband's name.
That one?
Mm-hmm.
So what is the husband's name? Joseph.
Yeah.
All right. Again, it would help to know this information before, but there's definitely a whisper, like right off the bat.
You hear it right there.
Yeah, I just can't hear what it's saying.
What was the bet?
Right there. It's like
Elizabeth,
a sentence.
what was your husband's name?
Okay, what's that?
Yeah, they walk by
Oh,
right
she
then and
told
there.
me. You should have told me.
How many dolls were in your collection? Is that information correct? Were you lonely and or depressed?
I was just saying die.
Depressed?
It's a tough one. It's one if I amplify, I'll hear better.
Where did you live, Elizabeth? Where are you from? What is the last thing that you remember, Elizabeth, before you passed? We read about your profession. Could you please repeat for us what is it that you did? What is it that you did? Which of these dolls was your favorite? Which do you think is the better picture of you? The one on the top here? Or the one below? Right there.
And you notice how since I stopped the direct questions, not that, oh, and as soon as I mentioned it lights up again.
Yep.
I pointed at the reference. They haven't lit up since I asked the direct question, and they just lit up again. I'm gonna try the spirit box real quick, and then something else, and then we're gonna move on to number 2. So it's the second time we've done 4, I think. Right? Yeah, I remember us doing 4 the one time.
Yep.
Elizabeth, if you're here, could you please say your name? Loud and clear if you can. Liz, Elizabeth, however you refer to yourself or others refer to you. We can hear you through this box here. You'll see. Speak out loud. Let's try to say your name. Start with that. My name is John. This is Chris. Could you say our name or say hello to us? She's not talking at all. I'll ask you again. What are you okay with the dolls being separated, Elizabeth? How many times have you heard the spirit box be absolutely quiet?
Mhm.
Are you here with us? Could you light these lights again? To let us know you're still here? She's not talking one bit. Okay. Elizabeth, if you're here, say your name so we can hear it. One time, please. What happens if I take those dolls home, Elizabeth? You're not talking at all. Nothing on EVP, nothing on ITC. Kind of strange. Want to ask a question?
No, I'm just, can you tell us how you felt when your children died so young?
Almost sounds sick or sad.
Can you tell us the name of the children that you lost, Elizabeth?
It's a female voice, too. How many children did you have, Elizabeth? She's not talking on spirit box. Strange. Very strange. Try your hardest, Elizabeth. Anything you want to say, please. Just think about it and say it out loud. Can you do that, please? Go ahead, keep trying. What's a first?
Elizabeth, we mean you no harm whatsoever. We would just like to communicate with you. First, we have talked to you before, and we just want to know why you're so attached to these dolls. What would you like to happen to these dolls? Is there anything that we can do for you, Elizabeth? Would you like us to take the dolls home?
Would you like them to go to another collector? Someone who has a big collection of dolls already? She's not talking about Spirit Box.
Mm-mm.
Okay. We'll move on to something new. I'll give this a shot. Don't. You know what I said, right?
Mm-hmm. And just so you guys see that this is working, it's picking up John, which he just disappeared because he leaned forward. But wait till you see when he goes back in the picture. I actually had to ban somebody from the page because it was in another language and I couldn't get it translated. So the one thing I got translated said something Jack don't know. I'm assuming know nothing.
Yeah. Well,
But
okay.
there was big. I just didn't understand it. I think it was German. So and it was a lot of comments one right after. So I got rid of it while we're doing this because there's nothing else I can do.
Anybody here with us? Elizabeth? Elizabeth, if you're here, could you talk, please, so we can hear you?
It's okay, Elizabeth.
Anything you want to say, Elizabeth? What, Elizabeth? It's what? Elizabeth, what would you like us to do with these dolls? Well, what?
Can you tell us the name of your children that you had? I'd really love to hear their names. If it's not too painful for you.
I'm going to try the Spirit Box over here and do a quick recording session.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Light just went off above you too.
We're going to try one more thing, Elizabeth, before we stop here. One more chance for you to talk, okay? What's going on here? All right, Elizabeth, one more time here. I'm going to put down the recorder all the way over here. I'm going to record this. Elizabeth, please talk to us. Say anything you want. What would you like us to know about you? Anything at all about you and your life. Can you say it, please? It's okay. We can hear you now.
Do you know what year it is?
It's okay if you don't want to talk. Is it because we're strangers?
Are these your favorite dolls?
You know that we don't mean to disrespect you or your dolls or your life. Just want to find out more information about you. These dolls are going to go home with somebody soon, actually, in the next few weeks. We need to find out if that's okay with you.
Are you upset that they're separated right now from the suitcase that they're usually in or on top of?
Are you upset that they've been in that on that shelf for a long time with other objects in this room? Does that make you sad? One bit.
No.
Would you prefer that they stay here in this shop? I've never heard the spirit box this quiet.
Oh,
Okay, could you try to answer that out loud? Try to use your voice. Would you prefer they stay here together? Try to answer out loud. Can you do that? I've never seen the spirit box this quiet.
would you like us to put them back? Are you tired?
Yeah, I've never seen the spirit box this quiet. All right, Elizabeth, we're going to move on and speak to someone else unless you have a message. Anything at all you want to say before we stop? Try your hardest. I mean, this is really nothing. Where's all the static? There's absolutely nothing coming through.
No.
Not even random radio.
No.
Oh, there we go. Last chance, Elizabeth. I'll hold your picture here so everyone can see it. That's Elizabeth. Anything else? Thank you for going near the lights. That was good. I wish you would have spoken to us a little bit more, though.
Well, she answered you pretty darn quick in the beginning now.
I'd love to hear your voice just one time. Is that possible?
Are you with your children now?
Okay. She's not talking.
No.
All right, Elizabeth, we tried. Let's static all the way out. It's like old spirit box. There's nothing coming through there.
No.
Okay. Not gonna force it.
Thank you for what you did communicate to
Let's
us.
see
We
if there's
appreciate it, Elizabeth.
anything at all there. I don't think there is, but
You just want to play it back just to see,
it
make
might have
sure.
been because there was. What do I do with that other cord? It's this one. Where's my red one? Oh, there it is. Sometimes they don't talk, even though you want them to. I've never heard the spirit box that quiet. I'm going to record this. Elizabeth, Please talk to us. Say anything you want. What would you like us to know about you? Anything at all about you and your life. Can you say it, please? It's okay. We can hear you now.
Do you know what year it is?
It's okay if you don't want to talk. Is it because we're strangers? I didn't even hear that.
Are these your favorite dolls?
You know that we don't mean to disrespect you or your dolls or your life. Just want to find out more information about you. These dolls are going to go home with somebody soon, actually, within the next few weeks. We need to find out if that's okay with you.
Are you upset that they're separated right now from the suitcase that they're usually in or on top of?
Please get an answer. Alrighty. She's not willing to talk on ITC. That happens. Sometimes the lights are all you get. Elizabeth, if you're still here with us, I do want to thank you for at least interacting with every single light that was on the table there. I understand that maybe some people can't cast their voice over the recorders or the devices that we use. It happens sometimes. But I do appreciate you being in that corner and trying to touch what you can. If you're still here and you were okay with us, trying to reach out to you and talk to you, again, we thank you for doing that. We're going to put the dolls back in the case where we found them, and I just want to let you know that these dolls will be going somewhere else, probably together, the set. But they will be within the next few weeks, so going to find another home. Okay. I hope you're okay with that because it's going to happen. I want to know that you're going to be okay with that, and I hope you are, because I'm sure they're going to be taken care of. All right. So we're going to collect them, and we're going to move them off of there.
You want to grab this and I'll get them.
Don't trust me to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's that? Oh.
My babies.
Yeah, the lights were pretty good. And again, you can't always count on every level of every kind of communication either. It just doesn't work that way sometimes. You try to, interact on any way you can. And if it's just the energy that we're sensing over there, then that's what we're seeing. You would love to have all levels of validation, but unfortunately it doesn't work that way all the time.
I'll put those in better later.
What do you have next there? So tonight, it's basically all the objects that are going to be on the auction in a few weeks. I think she said October 28th. So all of these items that we're investigating tonight, we really didn't get a chance to pick any of them. These are the ones that are going to be auctioned off in 2 weeks, October 28th, whenever that is, 3 weeks. So that's what you're watching tonight. This is basically every item that's going to be auctioned on the next auction on the Creeper Gallery page. Just so you know. I don't even know. What do you got there? Those are the, yeah. I just reacted to that too already. Oh, it's getting colder over here. That's weird. Yeah, very cold over here. You can say something or you're gonna.
Yeah, it's Helene's sewing baskets. After her brutal murder
Oh,
in 1911, not much remains of this poor woman. She was only 35 years old when killed, and it is said that she makes her presence known through these baskets that were in her room when she passed.
oh my.
Angry male and female voices have been heard, as well as people being touched and shoved. Dr. Helene E. H. I'm not going to say this right. Nobby was an allopath in Indianapolis, born December 22nd, 1875 in Germany, and died October 24th, 1911 in Indiana.
So she speaks English. She was in this country for a
Yes.
while. And
So if you have a light, this is
what's her
picture.
first name? Helene?
Yeah.
Where's the
Or it might just be
Helene,
because it's German. Or Helen.
Helena, maybe? That's her there.
Sorry, got it upside down. Pretty woman.
H name. So she was murdered. So again, here we go with the theory. Oh, the lights are all going off behind you. Here we go with the theory of Armand, who's a very trusted medium friend of ours, basically said that some items contain energy of the things that went on in the home, not just one specific energy, but the energies of things that went on in the home. So if these items were there and were witness to a violent act, that maybe some of that was absorbed within these objects of the entire incident. It's possible. So again, that's Armand was the one who told me that, based on another doll that we investigated that was witness to a murder of a,
Do you want
of a
me to
little
show him the
girl.
baskets real quick?
This is Chris there on the SLS camera. I'm
I
trying
didn't
to.
show him the baskets at all. Let me see if I can put a light on it so they can see. I can show it to them.
Let me get over there. And I'm over there too. Just shine it on those. Yeah,
They're
so
just
those are-
they're the same, but they're just
So-
like bigger.
so it's just wicker baskets, right?
Yeah,
Like
where
solid
she
baskets.
stored her stuff in. Yeah. Okay.
Helena. Yeah, I think it is Helena.
I might say your name wrong, so forgive me. You think it's Helena?
I think so.
I'm going to say Helena, if that's all right with you. If it's not, then we have worked with you before. This is the blue egg is yes. If you tap it, it'll say yes. If you hit the yellow, it's for no. And if you pass your hand over this, I think you just saw where I just lit it up from my static. The music box that plays music. And then the two little fingers, if you pass your hands across them, that they'll actually light up green or blue, red. And that just lets us know that you're here, let alone if you touch
really
the lights
cold.
above like you did before. What?
It's really cold now. Really
Yes,
cold.
it's very cold. It was warm before, but now it got really, no. It's not cold for you? How bizarre is that? It didn't light up the whole time. Could you actually stop hitting the no and just hit the yes to just to let us know that it's you responding to this? Could you do that for me, please, Eileen? Could you touch the yes egg for me, just to let me know that you're responding? Or even anything else that's here, like you did before. She did light up the lights up above first, right?
Yeah, I saw them.
I didn't mean for you to stop doing anything at all. I'm sorry if you've got that impression, because this is how we can interact with you, because we can't see you or hear you. So if you touch any of the things, like obviously you're very drawn to the no egg for some reason. If you stopped because I asked you to, could you touch one of those eggs again, please? She's like, I was talking to you, and you asked me to stop. So, are you attached to these baskets yourself? Because they said that you died, and the wording of that is it's like they said you were murdered.
Boom.
So we know you died. They said you were murdered, and thank you for doing that because I did ask you to light up something else beside the egg. So I appreciate that. That means that we're getting somewhere with each other. Were these baskets there when you were murdered? Or are these baskets something that just means an awful lot to you? No. You see that? John?
Yeah.
You said no. Okay, so the voices that are arguing, they said that they're male and females that are arguing, that are heard around these baskets. Is that they captured the energy of what happened before you were murdered or during your murder? Is that what happened? Do you know who did this to you? I'm very sorry that you died so young. 35 is very, very young. And you were a doctor to begin with, so does it say what type of doctor she was?
Curious on how she was murdered. Like a pain in my chest.
So yeah, we really should address you as, oh, I am so sorry. Oh my goodness. You died very brutally. I am so sorry, Doctor. Dr. Helen. So she was brutally cut her throat from ear to ear. The killer was skilled enough to cut her on one side. That's stapled over so I can't see that. First, missing her carotid artery, cutting deep enough to cause her to choke on her blood. The second cut just nicked the carotid artery and cut into the spine. It sounds like somebody wanted you to suffer, to choke on your own and drown in your own blood. This sounds like it was a really painful, slow death. Officials followed a variety of leads regarding the gruesome crime. The first person on the list, suspiciously, was I don't even want to say that, American janitor named Jeffries Haynes, who
Just
lived
saw like a
below
shadow above you.
Second on the list
That
was
was weird. Anybody see that shadow?
Really?
It was the whole above your head went totally
All I have
black.
to tell you is it is frigid cold.
Anybody else see that?
Extremely cold.
Above her head, it went totally black.
Even the metal of this picture that I'm touching is ice cold, like when you've been outside. So some of the suspects were
I'm gonna look at that again.
Jefferson Haynes, who lived below her. Second on the list was a Greek prince who was seen mailing a letter near her apartment. Anytime one of these sound familiar, please light something up. This absurd line of inquiry continued for months by very people who should or could have advanced the case more quickly. Police Chief Martin Highland reasoned that she committed suicide because at 5'6" and 150 pounds, he believed her strong enough to ward off any attack or take her own life. I am so sorry that was the assumption. Also problematic. So your investigation of this murder was handled
my
very
fingers
badly.
are on the right side. I'm holding it from the right-hand corner. My fingers are nowhere near the left side where the camera would be.
So you're getting a shadow still?
I saw it one time.
Feel my hands. Feel how cold.
Yeah.
So also problematic Evidence was left in a room where everyone could access it. Great.
Bam.
I'm sorry. Although fingerprinting was in its infancy, officials ignored a bloody fingerprint. Despite Dr. Nabi having no blood on her hands, police and some physicians believe despondency over her unproven sexual preference or financial situation caused her to take her own life. Even Detective William
I
Burns,
got something. Someone's standing right there in front of the basket.
she's responding to what's happening. Even Detective William Burns, known as America's Sherlock Holmes, publicly stated that based solely on the evidence in the newspaper, he believed she killed herself. Local, state, national, and even some international press ran stories about Dr. Nabi. Indianapolis newspapers were surprisingly fair in their coverage and published editorial and opinion pieces that were overwhelmingly complimentary of Dr. Nabi and her professional achievements. Although these newspapers interviewed people who believed Dr. Nabi got what she deserved, they did not give these sentiments undue attention or sensationalize them. So people were saying your death, the way you died, was deserved. And I'm here to tell you, no matter what you did, unless it was something so horrific and horrible to another human being or child, you did not deserve to die the way you died. And nor did you deserve to have your case treated the way that was treated. Thankfully, the coroner, Dr. Charles O. Durham, determined that Dr. Nabi, and if I'm saying this wrong, I'm so sorry, was murdered. Dr. Durham noted that she had defense wounds on her arms, and he was adamant that she could not have made both cuts. He also noted several factors he considered strongly presumptive of murder, including the position of the hands, which had been closed after death, the absence of a plausible suicide weapon, and the fact that many witnesses had seen a man that night around the apartment building. Dr. Durham's findings negated rumors regarding Dr. Nabi's sexuality and finances, which police felt could have contributed to her death by her own hands. Not nice. In response
So she showed up when you started reading all about that. Well, somebody showed up. There's someone standing still there, just basically listening.
So you're murdered young in your own place of your sanctuary. Home is sanctuary. And they dare to say you did it to yourself. And then when he came out, and then this is all on supposedly your sexuality question, because again, doctor, female, a doctor during that time frame. So
Did you hear a voice?
I heard something, but I thought it was you.
No.
So I'm just going to presume and just kind of like put this out there because you were killed in 1911. 35, you're a doctor. Very smart woman. Smart women weren't appreciated during that time period and were definitely feared by males. 100%. So what's the very next thing that they can do is not validate you and tear you down. Yep. And even in your murder, your death that was violent and horrific, they've got to attack you. And thank God for the coroner that pointed out this was not the case. In response to Dr. Durham's findings, female doctors who were Dr. Nabi's friends actively tried to help find her killer. They hired private investigators. I don't know if you knew that your friends did this for you. Harry Webster, at their own expense and through donations and at the detective's own expense, almost 50 months after her death, 2 men were indicted by a grand jury based on Detective Weber's findings. The prosecution believed that Dr. William B. Craig was engaged to Dr. Nabi, a fact he vehemently denied, and that he I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get the page. I don't mean to slow you down from this. Wanted out of the relationship. As Dean of Students, lecturer, and financial stakeholder.
Wherever this is going now.
In the Indiana Veterinary, because you're reading out that he was convicted. Indiana Veterinary College, he would have been very familiar with zoology and the sheep's cut, which is the type reported to have killed her. Dr. Craig met Dr. Nabi in 1905 and maintained a friendship at the very least. He recommended her for the position. Is this striking a chord with you? Because I see that you're making the lantern went off, and I don't know if you see it, John, but the static dome is lit right now. Is this you, Helen? Helena? So you and Dr. Craig were in the middle of an ongoing dispute at the time of your death. So you went to Dr. Craig so that and you wanted to change your schedule. You wanted to switch with Dr. Craig so that you could attend a course at the Norman College. Dr. Craig became enraged when a colleague asked for his answer, and he said, "OF, tell her to go to a not nice place." And he stormed out of the room. The night before Dr. Nabi died, Dr. Craig's housekeeper overheard them arguing, and she heard Dr. Nabi say, "But you can continue to practice, and so can I." Police had a letter in their possession in which Dr. Nabi told a friend she was getting married. Dr. Nabi confided to a friend she was getting married to a man with an ungovernable temper. At the time of her death, Dr. Nabi, an accomplished seamstress and dressmaker, commissioned a costly dress indicative that she was getting married. The second man indicted was Alonzo M. Ragsdale, was an undertaker and Dr. Nabi's business associate. Dr. Nabi often joked with Ragsdale that when she died, she would be sure to give him her business, and so she did. Augusta appointed Ragsdale undertaker and estate executor. He was accused of concealing evidence against Dr. Craig in the form of the kimono Dr. Nabi was wearing at the time of her death. It was said he laundered it in an effort to rid of bloodstains. I'm so sorry. Is the figure gone? Because it's interacting with the dome. I don't know if you see the lights. It was blinking. It just went off. In the words of M. Frances L. Watson, clinical professor of law, she was screwed from day one. Dr. Nabi was never treated as a victim. She was treated as a villain. Society in general could not understand a woman wanting to work in a field that was sometimes unpleasant and coarse. And the media and by some of her peers, the doctor was chastised for being assertive in her career and pursuing her dreams. Her character was summarily attacked because she expected equality with her peers, male or female. Because she was a 35-year-old woman who was a physician living in a small apartment rather than a grand home with a husband and children, she was automatically judged unhappy. Due to Alonzo Ragsdale, who in addition to being indicted was also an unscrupulous estate executor, the public believed her to be an unsuccessful pauper physician. The truth was, doctor had many revenue streams from jobs that she loved: practitioner, instructor, and artist. She planned to continue her work and make herself even more financially stable. By looking at their financial records, Dr. Charles Durham proved that she was financially sound, bringing over $150 per month. The public did not know for many months that the doctor was chosen to send most of her disposable income back to her uncle because he was no longer able to work. So she was you were a stand-up citizen. This is her death receipt. I am so sorry. Today you would be respected. You might have to work a little hard still, but you definitely would be respected for what you bring to the table, and nobody would be able to getting away with doing that to you. Not so easily. I'm so sorry that happened to you. I'm actually knowing this information. I'm going to try to do an EVP session with you where I'm just going to put a recorder down and ask you some questions. And then maybe you want to join in too. Ask a few questions. And then we'll just see if we can get a response from you, okay? Is that okay? Okay. So I'm just going to sit this right by you. Can you tell me the proper way to say your name, please, doctor? What kind of a doctor were you? Are you happy that the coroner was able to prove that you were murdered? Were you aware that they caught Dr. Craig and he was indicted on your murder? Did you trust your financial advisor, Alfonso? How did you feel when you found out that Alfonso conspirated and tried to get Craig off, Dr. Craig off for your murder? Can you tell us why you were arguing with Craig that night? Who is the man that has the intolerable temper? Do you know where you were cut? Why are these baskets so important to you? Is there anything that we don't know that you would like to say to us? Again, I'm so sorry how you passed. You didn't deserve that, and nor did you deserve the rumors that spread. So thank you. Let's see. Is this on?
Still there.
The figure came back?
Yeah, it's been there.
You all right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me the proper way to say your name, please, doctor? There's something there. Can you tell me the proper way to say your name, please, doctor?
I hear doctor.
Helen.
I
And
hear
then it says Helen.
doctor. I hear Helen. I hear doctor. Yeah, see? Doctor.
Put up to your ear. It says Helen.
Oh, I can't hear you.
It says Helen. What kind of a doctor were you? Can't tell. Something there. Are you happy
Yeah,
that the coroner was able to prove that you were murdered?
that's what I heard, Ken.
Were you aware that they caught Dr. Craig and he was indicted on your murder? Did you trust your financial advisor, Alfonso? I think it was Alonzo.
Feels cold again.
How did you feel when you found out that Alfonso conspirated and tried to get Craig off, Dr. Craig off for your murder? You know what that is? Dr. Craig off for your murder. Craig off, Dr. Craig off for your murder. Can't make it out, but there's something.
It sounds
Several words.
like comfortable, but it can't be.
Can you tell us why you were arguing with Craig that night?
I don't think that's it, Cindy.
Who is the man that has the intolerable temper? Do you know where you were cut? Why are these baskets so important to you? Is there anything that we don't know that you would like to say to us? Again, I'm so sorry how you passed. You didn't deserve that, and nor did you deserve the rumors that spread. So thank you. You want to try to do a spirit box with her?
Yeah, she kept coming back and forth, but she's gone now.
Again, what a horrific
She
death.
did say doctor. I mean, maybe that's how she wants to be referred to,
Yeah,
but she did earn
Dr.
it.
Helen.
And yeah, she wants to be referred
She said
to.
Helen. Well, especially
I didn't
after
hear
the
the
way.
Helen. I heard
I heard the
everybody
Helen
heard
perfect.
the doctor pretty clear on
Yeah, good.
here. Yeah. Okay, doctor. Ooh, it's freezing.
I told you it's very cold over there.
Oh, it's cold over there too. All right, doctor. My name is John, doctor, and I am sorry for what happened to you and how you were treated afterwards. Again, I don't understand the way things work sometimes with people, but I am sorry for what happened to you. We did see you on our camera over there, and it looked like you were either holding your heart or your shoulder area. If you could show yourself there again, we can see you on our special camera there. That would be good. I'm going to turn on a box here that may sound kind of strange. It's a radio, but it's a broken radio. And we may or may not be able to hear your voice if you talk through it. So whatever you want to say, whatever questions you want to answer, please feel free to do that. I'm going to put your picture
She just reacted from the top.
right over here, okay? I'll put your picture right there. And, oh, it's freezing over here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll turn the box on. And we'll see if we can hear you, okay?
I actually wanted to put gloves on my hands. It got so cold.
I don't have this plugged in. Try it here first. Okay. Just try hard as you can to talk, okay? Out loud. Doctor, are you here? Could you please say your name, doctor? So we know it's you? Come on, doctor. Just please say hello, John, or hello, Chris. It's a man.
Well,
Doctor, do you know? I wasn't talking at all. I hear you. That was a man.
yeah, but they said they hear a man and woman
Who
arguing.
is the man that we hear? Who are you? Who are you? Tell me your name. How are you involved with these items? Tell me your name. Out. What was his name? Craig?
Mm-hmm. Dr. Craig.
Did you hear that? That almost sound like help me. I got him on the recorder. I didn't know I was going to talk this time. All right, I'm going to put the recorder on. I'll put it over here. Say that it is again. Helena, doctor, if you're here, could you please name your killer? Sound like I did it. Do you know the name of the person who did this to you, doctor? Say his name or their names. Please, doctor. What is the name of the man who's talking? Is this one of the cowards that killed her? Craig? Dr. Craig? Is this you? Speak up, coward. Why'd you do it? I would like to talk to the doctor, Helena. Please talk to us. Anything you want us to know? Could you please do that? Help us tell people about what really happened, who was involved. Give me the name of the first person. Is there any message that you have, Dr. Helena? I want to hear your voice, a female. I'll hold up your picture for everyone to see. Can you speak to us? Tell us more about you and what happened. I'm going to stop this. There's a ton of stuff. I want you to be mindful of that. Spirit Box literally did not say a word during Elizabeth's session.
And now, and again,
Not a word.
the claims with this, with Dr. Helen is that there's a male and female heard arguing back and forth.
I mean, there was not one single word that came through that spirit box. I
No.
thought something was wrong with it. I'm like, this is so rare for it not to say a word. I'll put it over here. So you go this again. Helena, doctor, if you're here, could you please name your killer? Sorry, I did it. Do you know the name of the person who did this to you, doctor? Say his name or their names. Please, doctor. Please, doctor. Please, doctor. Please, doctor. Please, doctor. So it's like Gary, like someone saying Gary. Gary Kane. Please, doctor. Gary Kane. Please, doctor. Oh, he already came. Please, doctor. What is the name of the man who's talking? What is the name of the man who's talking? Behind you. What is the name of the man who's talking? Oh my God. What is the name of the man who's talking? Behind you. Cowards that killed her? Craig? Dr. Craig? Is this you?
Yeah.
I said, hello. Is this you? You hear the laugh?
Yeah.
Dr. Craig?
Is this you? You hear the laugh?
Hello.
Speak up, coward. Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it?
I don't know what he said there.
I would like to talk to the doctor, Helena. Please talk to us. Anything you want us to know? Can you please do that? Help us tell people about what really happened. Who was involved? Give me the name of the first person. The name of the first person.
I won't do that.
Give me the name of the first person.
I won't do that.
Oh, you said that clear.
Give me the name of the first person.
I won't do that. I'm fixing it.
Is there any message that you have, Dr. Helena?
Another laugh. Holy
Any
shit.
message that you have, Dr. Helena? I
Hear
want
that?
to hear your voice that you have, Dr. Helena. I
So
want to hear your
laughing.
voice, the female. Well, hold up your picture for everyone to see. Can you speak to us? Tell us more about you and what happened. Stop this. This is a ton of stuff. I want you to be mindful of that.
Ooh, that was pretty good. Yeah, there's a mix. There's definitely a mix. And again, that could be, again, we've done the same thing with the skull that's behind you. There was a mixed energy there between the incident because the items were in the room when it happened.
Yeah.
And the person, the spirit involved, you got a mixed bag there for sure.
And I think she needed us to address what happened. And
Yeah, her story.
you know, you need, when something like that happens and somebody attacks your character and make, you know, you need to be validated and vindicated.
Oh, no, her reputation, her memory is much different than the way they portrayed her at the time.
Yes.
Now, again, all these years later, she is respected for who she was and what she did, and people know that.
And thank God
she
for
was
the,
murdered.
it was Durham that was the coroner. Thank God for his due diligence.
All right.
And
Doctor,
for her female friends and doctors and the detective who invested their own money.
Doctor, I want to thank you for coming forward. And I don't know if we were just kind of playing out memories of what the items were witnessing that was attached, but there was definitely a man coming through there. That was really isn't a nice person. I don't know if that was the person involved in this, but it was kind of telling. So thank you for speaking with us, Doctor. Your memory will live on in a good way based on your photograph as well as all of the documentation that Chris was reading. So that's a good thing. You're not going to be remembered the way they tried to paint you. Instead, you're going to be remembered for who you really are and were. And that's a good thing. So thank you for speaking with us. And I do hope you're at peace now.
Well, she must have been really respected and loved by her comrades because.
All right. Next is, you want to do that picture or you want to do that dude there?
I know nothing about either.
All right, well, this is why we're here.
I know. Not a clue.
Not a clue. We just, not a clue, we just
got
do.
not a clue at all.
Not a clue, we just do. That's our
Right.
motto. Well, you're not going to get a story, a life story like the one we just
No,
got.
not at all. So I'm gonna hold this up. And Donna, I don't know if you're still on here. I gotta go to it. You got a light. I gotta move out of your way.
No, I was going to
That goes on the bottom there.
focus on the bottom.
Donna, is there a name or anything to this woman?
I'm putting them right in the corner by the router.
If you have anything to help us out, if not, I will start with her and we'll see where we get.
I can start with her. So
Huh?
the other dude first.
No, we'll do that last.
Why? I
Because
got a
he's
feeling that one's better.
what? This?
That one.
You do?
Yeah.
Why did you tell me to pick out? And when I pick out one, you tell me no. All right.
picture right by you here, Doctor. So
Okay.
buy your items so you can
So
cool over there. Very cool over
she is an older version of the painting of the two girls.
there. No, you're talking about the different one now.
Yeah, I know. But she said she is an older version of the painting of the two girls. So she's one of the women
Oh, you
in the,
mean
from the
this one?
painting of the two girls.
That one?
Yeah. The miser's purse goes with her.
This one?
Yep. I'm assuming John's this painting right here, right? The two sisters. Yes.
She said yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we'll wait. You want to do that one or do you want me to do this
No,
one?
we're doing this one.
Okay. We have done this one before, right?
We did have a live event, I think.
This is a haunted clown in a box.
I like the clowns in the box. Whoa, there you go.
Let me back up and you can start with this guy. Let me
That
get
might have
back.
been the phone.
Boop, boop.
Clown in a box.
Clown in a box.
What could
A
be
haunted clown in a box.
What could be better?
We are on our third item out of 4, Kim.
These are the again, all these items are going to be auctioned on October 28th. That's why we're doing them all together. To get it fresh in everyone's mind, and so that when somebody has to click and edit the entire investigation, it's easier for that person to do it.
So this clown was owned by a boy named Billy.
A boy named Billy. This is a story about a boy named Billy. I might be here because the room is chilly.
Stick to the ghost hunting, sir.
I'm a pretty good lyricist. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
All right, my friend, Billy. Okay. All right, Billy. My name is John. This is Chris behind me.
No, I'm not Billy. Keep calling me Billy.
I stopped it, but yeah, that's that his lighting up
Yeah, it
there.
is.
All right, Billy. Good. Both
Oh,
of
and
them.
top,
Bam, bam.
too.
That's
Oh.
good. That is really good. Really good, Billy. All right, Billy. I brought some toys for you here. My name is John. That's Chris over there. We come now to talk to you. You may have been listening because you've been here for a while, and we did talk to you before. We talked to everybody who was here in this room and let them tell us about themselves, about their lives, about the items that belong to them, pretty much anything you want to say. We'd like to find out what your last name is, where you come from, what happened to you, how you came upon the clown in the box, all those fun things. We do have lights, toys, whatever you want to call them, all around the clown. You figured out how to use the two there. That's just from you moving from out of the clown, out of the box. They light up green and red. These lights above, they're different color lights like the rainbow. If you were to try to reach them and touch them or move your hands around them like this. But yeah, no, you don't have to if you don't want to. They'll light up different colors. Same with the lanterns. That may look like kind of fire to you, but it's not. What they do is they just light up different colors like a rainbow. They won't burn you. They won't hurt you. They just light up different colors if you go near them. This one here makes music. All I'm doing is taking my finger and moving it around. Look, I'm going to put this on the floor for you. How about that? Make it easier for you. I'll move this over there. Right over there. Okay. Makes it easier if I put it on the floor for you, right? You can step away from that for a minute, if that's you. Could you back away from it? Just for 1 second. Just move over there in the corner for 1 second, Billy, so I can show that it's you. All right. I'm going to assume that I need to reset it and that it's not you, so we'll do that. I'll put it right down here again, so if you do want to touch it again, make music, you can, okay? So Billy, again, my name is John. We have talked to you before because that clown really interested me. The first time I came here and I saw it, it was on the second shelf of that case over there, and there was something about it that I imagine drew you to it as well. I don't know, just something different about it. The way it's standing, the kind of pants that it has on, and the clothing that it's wearing. Is this a toy that you had from when you were young? And we don't know how old Billy is, so all right.
No.
clue.
No. Don, any more information on the fact that it belonged to a boy, Billy?
Did you own a lot of clowns like this one here? Did you own other dolls that look like this? So no. When you died, did you still have this clown? Was it with you somewhere in your home? Attic, basement, maybe, or somewhere on display? When you died, was it still around you? Billy, if you're uncomfortable with us speaking with you, if you make those lights turn green and red again, or any of the other, the no, the Easter egg here that says no, or the one that says yes, if you're uncomfortable with us speaking to you and you don't want to speak with us, I'll give you the chance to do that now by lighting up anything there. Just by touching it with your hands or waving your hands in front of it. I'll give you that chance. Ooh. All right, so what I'm going to do, Billy, is I'm going to pick up that clown, if you don't mind. Oh, I'm right next to me. Do you mind me picking that clown up and holding it? You can touch that light again or any of the lights here if I'm not supposed to. Yes? No? I'm going to pick up the clown because I'd like a better look at it. I told you, I kind of like that clown when I first saw it. So I'm going to move towards it. I'm going to pick it up.
You did. You were very drawn to this clown.
Yeah, something about it. I don't know. It's kind of, again, I think the pants got me.
Really?
I like the fancy pants.
I kind of like the jacket, the way that they stitched on the flowers and stuff. Seems like it was done with a lot of care and detail.
Here, my friend. Okay. Let's stick one of these over here. Between.
It's in great condition too.
Let's see, can you?
I'm going to come closer so that they all can get a good look.
All right, so now I'm holding it, and now we can try to talk with me holding the clown. I don't know why they call it a clown. It doesn't look like a clown to me, but okay.
The outfit, maybe.
Maybe. So, again, I have it in my hand. Somebody will be taking this home, believe it or not, in a few weeks. It is we're in October, and by the end of the month near Halloween, you know what Halloween is, right? By the end of the month, bingo. Look at that.
Yep. The
So you
static's
know what
going on.
Halloween is. That's good. So by the end of the month, near Halloween, probably a few days away from Halloween, October 28th, someone will be buying this clown. Get home soon after that. Are you okay with somebody else owning this clown, this doll? You okay with that? Somebody else is going to take care of it. They're going to be the next person that owns this for a good long while. We're here tonight to not only find out about you and who you are, but also to make sure it's okay for somebody else to own this and that you're not going to get mad and act up. So now's your time to let us know if it's not okay and you're going to be mad and you're going to act up to the person who owns this. You need to tell us right now. Can you do that? I'm going to hold this up here too. We have a special camera right there. Could you stand next to the clown or the doll so we could see you? Just stand right by it. Just show yourself right there. That special camera will see you. Can you do that? Put it up high or low? come by and get it from me?
You don't have to be shy. John and I would never harm you or hurt you in any way.
It's so cold in here. All right, Billy, we're going to try a couple of different things here. Okay. First, I want to try. I bought my little my little doohickey here. This reacts to sound, these sound waves. Boom.
Donna said they were prizes won at carnivals.
All right, so we're going to be quiet. And we're going to see if there's any vibrations or sound that come from that box. Billy, could you try to say something out loud, loud as you can? Okay, worth doing. Never know, right?
Nope. So you heard what I said. Donna said those were won at carnivals.
Won at carnivals?
Yeah, they were prizes.
In the claw?
Not the claw.
The claw.
Do they have the claw at a carnival?
Was this one at a carnival? Carnival prize? Is that where you got this? Do you remember that? You remember winning this, or somebody won it and gave it to you? Either one? You didn't steal it from a carnival, did you? Just check. All right, let's try let's try Spirit Box first and EVP second. I'm going to turn this down way, way, way low so we get no static at all. I believe that's a song, no static at all. We're going to go way down. I'll try the light on. Boy. All right. I'll put this way over here. And hit record. I'm looking to speak to the person. What is your name, please? Who's the owner of this doll? Please say your name loud and clear, if you don't mind. I told you my name's John. This is Chris. Who are you? Who are we speaking with? I'm considering taking this doll home with me tonight and being the new owner. How do you feel about that? Would you like me to put it back up there where I found it? What is on the pants? How would you describe the pants on this doll? How would you describe them? Or tell me about a color that's on his shirt. Your favorite color. Was this one at a carnival? Is that where you got this from? I'd like to hear your name if it's at all possible. We're trying to figure out about you right now. This doll, this you have no name. There's no name that we could tell anybody. Do you know where this came from? Where were you living when you got this? Would you rather talk to a girl? Chris could talk to you.
Can you tell us how old you are? Is this your favorite toy that you won?
Now you're gonna be upset. Are you gonna act out if somebody takes this home? You got to tell people if they need to be concerned. You gonna be okay with that?
Is your name Billy?
What color is that light? Anything you want us to know about you, whoever you are? Tell us something about you that you'd like to be remembered about you. Maybe your last name?
How about the name of your clown?
Could you let them answer after I ask your question, please? We'd like to give you a chance. Oh, there we go. Wow, that was really good. Who did that? Is that you? That went all the way up. Is there somebody here? Who's right here right now? Want me to put it back up there? See how that's on, Anita? I'm going to slip that up before it gets way out of here and long. I'll put that back up there. You seem to kind of go up the ladder with that. That was pretty good. And you put that back. That's me making the ice go off. I'll put that up there for you. And maybe what you could do is go 1, 2, 3. How about that? Huh? How about that? Boom, boom, boom. Play a game where you just go whoop, right up. Touch this one, touch that one, touch that one. That sound good? That'd be a fun game. No? No. All right. My definition of fun is a lot different than yours, obviously. Oh, and the static is going off on the floor. Okay. Not fun at all. I apologize for that. How about instead of fun, it would be cool just to see you do that. For us to see that. Prove to us that you're listening. How about that? Would you do that for us? Show us that it's really you. Touch that. Touch those and straight up to the top. Around the doll, around the clown. I'm looking to speak to the person. You're mean. I'm looking to speak to the person. I'm looking to speak to the person. I'm mean. I'm looking to speak to the person. Amin. It's either the name Amin or Amin. What is your name, please? Amin? Who's the owner of this doll? That's a say your name loud and clear, name. If you don't mind. I told you my name's John. This is Chris. Who are you? I've heard that name before.
I'm considering taking this doll home with me tonight and being the new owner. How do you feel about that?
I'll move it away. It still lights up.
Would you like me to put it back up there? When I found it? What is on the pants? How would you describe the pants on this doll? How would you describe them? Or tell me about a color that's on his shirt. The favorite color.
Hey, that doctor was talking way more than any other one.
Was this one at a carnival? So where you got this from?
I think.
Where you got this from?
I think.
So where you got this from?
Like, I think.
I'd like to hear your name if it's at all possible. We're trying to figure out about you. Right now, this doll, you have no name. There's no name that we can tell anybody. Tell anybody. Tell anybody. Tell anybody.
That's
Do you know where this
that's
came from? Where were you living when you got this? You got this.
it's in the basement.
Where were you living when you got this?
The basement.
That's clear as
Like a
day.
basement apartment.
Came from? Where were you living when you got this?
Unless he's talking about where the doll was.
The basement.
Were you living in a basement?
Would you rather talk to a girl? Chris can talk to you.
Write those figures if you were living in a basement. The red and the green. Or was the doll kept in a basement?
Is this your favorite toy that you won?
To live in a basement? Is that what you were talking about?
Now you're gonna be upset, or you're gonna act out if somebody takes this home. You gotta tell people if they need to be concerned. 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 You gonna be okay
I don't
with
know if
that?
that's they tell me or they kill me.
Is your name Billy?
Where did they get Billy from?
Donna.
No information.
What
Donna
color is
said
that light? What color is that light? What color is that light?
So something about being incapable.
What color is that light?
Something more capable. Something.
What color is that light?
Weird.
Anything you want us to know about you, whoever you are.
I'll do a regular EVP and then we'll move on to the next one.
Tell us something about you that you'd like to be remembered about you. Have your last name?
How about the name of your clown?
Could you let them answer after I ask the question, please?
Is there anything else for Let's try to do a regular EVP and then we'll move on to whoever that is.
Yeah.
So that's one of them.
Been almost 2 hours.
That's one of them.
The one on the right.
Well, how long do you think for objects would take? You want to do the EVP?
No, go ahead.
I don't know if I should hold it. I'm not going to hold it. All right, EVP session with the. Okay, I'm going to put this down again. Okay, put this right here. Is your name, in fact, Billy? Where did you get this specific doll? Are we speaking with a child or an adult? Do you remember our names? Could you say one of our names? I asked you before if you would have a problem with somebody else owning this doll in 2 weeks and taking it home around Halloween. Are you okay with that? What can you tell us about you that would help us find out who you are? We're going to leave in a little while. Is there anything else you want to say to us or anyone else? All right, come on, Billy boy. Give us something on the recorder here. That'd be nice. Not a big talker, Billy. That's not good. See, everybody else was talking tonight, Billy. Why not you? Huh? You'd have done something special. I might have been considering being one of those people that took you home. You don't want that, huh? That's all. Okay. I'm going to put this down again, okay? Put this right here. Is your name, in fact, Billy? He said yes.
I heard that over here.
He said yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. All right. That's a start,
Thank you,
Billy.
Billy.
Good job. Where did you get this specific doll?
Are we speaking with a child or an adult? Or an adult?
It's real light. See the lights when I said it's real
Yeah.
light? It says child. Right there. Right there. It does say child. Very faint. You'll see when I cut this and I amplify it. Whoa. Did you hear that? Hear it?
Yep.
Who knew, Billy? All right. That's my man.
You never know.
Do you remember our names? Could you say one of our names? Our names?
It's again really low. He doesn't say either of our names, but there's a word there. I can make it out. I can't make it out.
I asked you before if you would have a problem with somebody else owning this doll in 2 weeks and taking it home around Halloween. Are you okay with that? What can you tell us about you that would help us find out who you are? We're going to leave in a little while. Is there anything else you want to say to us or anyone else?
Not bad. I mean, that was pretty good for.
Yeah, he came through.
I mean, there was minimal, but I mean, he did like the lights when I was talking about. So,
Yeah,
thank
they
you,
said
Billy.
when you said the name Billy, it
Yeah,
lit
thank
up.
you, Billy. So Billy's a child. That explains why he's kind of like messing with this, touching the no egg when I was asking if he wanted
Like
to
the
play a
static
game.
fingers.
Thank you, Billy. Appreciate it. We're going to go talk to somebody else, one more person, and we're going to leave here, okay? But I do thank you for talking to us and touching the lights. I hope you had fun doing that. All right? So we'll see you again, Billy. We'll see you before Halloween, okay? And the marathon continues. One more. I got no energy. You might have to do this one. Billy, I'd take you home if Chris would let me, but she doesn't let me have haunted objects. He's a meanie. Meanie. Oh, just tell me stand. So this is one of them. We don't know which one.
It's the one on the right,
And do we know
which
her
is the oldest. Well, I got to read the paper.
name? Paper. That's the paper. Round him up. Let's go. So she's an older woman. in this picture. All right. Let's put the eggs up here. Oh, nope. Whoa. Can you take that or? Yeah.
What? No, I'm going to take this off so we can. Okay.
I need a. Where's my flashlight? I lost it.
Oh, she's already interacting. You want to show them
God.
the picture?
Tickle.
So these are the two sisters up here. And this is the sister that's in the picture now that we're going to do that's attached to
The one in the green. What color is that?
green.
Okay.
It's green.
God, it's cold.
And I'm assuming she's the older sister. And the older sister would be Martha.
Another Martha. Wow.
Martha.
We've
Hi,
had-
Martha.
had
I'm
enough
going to
with
show you a
Martha's
picture.
before.
I'm going to show you a picture of Martha.
2 hours. Wow.
There's Martha, older,
Okay.
and that's Martha, younger.
Okay, Martha.
You see her lips are the same?
Yeah.
She doesn't look too happy here, does she?
Nobody looks happy in those pictures, in those old-time pictures.
No, it's not just that, though. She looks, there's a sadness to her. She's got a bit of wrinkles around the eyes and stuff. But,
Aren't we all? You need the purse that comes with her. I think that's wrapped around. Yeah. It's wrapped around, Donna. Right there.
it's her little clutch.
That's a purse.
Okay.
It said that is a mourning. She is mourning in that portrait. That's why she looks sad. Is she mourning the loss of her sister or her husband?
She
Or
died before her sister did.
oh, did she? Okay,
I believe so.
so maybe it's her husband.
Right. But she died in. Oh, no. No.
Are you saying no?
Her sister died before she did.
So she's probably mourning her sister in that picture. Yeah.
Or
Oh, and all the lights went off. Yeah,
Or
she's mourning her
she-
sister. Donna said sister.
the sister or the husband died in 1938 and the sister died in 1941.
Yeah, Donna said sister.
Okay.
And her sister's name was what? Mary?
Mary.
Mary and
Elizabeth.
Martha.
So,
Gotcha.
hi, Martha. We've actually talked to you before and your sister. And you know how all this stuff works, where you just touch the eggs. I gotta move them a little further apart. The yes or no egg. The blue one here is the yes, and the yellow one here is the no. And you know the little static fingers and the little lanterns that change colors when you pass. I don't have the energy you do to make these lights change. The static little dome, when you touch it, it does different colors. And then the music box. And then right above you, we have also the static lights that if you touch, and the EMF lights, if you touch them, they just change colors, which I do not have the ability to do. As you can see, only you can. So I'm actually going to put this right up over here so we can see this, okay? I actually made that ball go off. The clutch purse is right there.
They said when we investigated the picture, the lights went off a lot too. I don't remember that, but
Yeah, the big picture, it did.
Yeah.
They did. So they're aware of it. No. She's telling us no. The lights didn't go off? Is that what you're trying to tell us, Martha? Are you mourning your sister in this picture, Martha? If you're The light up there went off. If it's not your sister that you're mourning, can you hit the other egg and tell us that you're not mourning your sister and that you're mourning your husband? She just wants to know. No. So is it your sister you're mourning? Because you do look really, really sad in this photo. I'll be the first one to say that. You could just see it in your eyes. You do not, you look very, very unhappy. And again, you lost your sister a couple years after you lost your husband, Charles. I am so sorry. You already know that John and I can't see you. Because you remember John from last time and myself, Chris?
You may have to move that because you may have knocked it out of whack when you
How do you knock it out of whack?
just straighten it out. It could be on such an angle where it's just.
Okay. Better? Happy?
I don't see it going off every 2 seconds. So yes, I am.
All right. So, Martha, I know critics all over, right? It says here that you were born August 2nd, 1874, and you died April 18th, 1964, of kidney failure. And that you were married to a man named Charles Wesley Hoff. Oh, wait, the right? It's hard to see in that. Yeah, Hoff in 1892, and he passed away in 1938. So you had some really good years together with. No, it's still going on. And John and I have seen the portrait of you and your sister, and we've interacted with you and your sister through the portrait. And we're really sorry that your sister died so young too. I mean, that's really, really sad, and I'm so sorry. And she died from health issues too. She actually passed away from heart failure, where you passed away from kidney failure, which is really sad. Both of you had organ failure. But I'm going to move some of this stuff around because you seem to be really interested in the egg. So I'm going to bring it down here. And I'll bring the yes one down here too. Because I actually want you to interact with us with more than just the eggs, because I know you're capable of it. You did it before. So can you, and then,
You asked for interaction. Yeah.
She gave it. Thank you so much, Martha. I appreciate that. And is, again, right next to your picture is these two little static fingers, these little black tubes with little fingers on the end. If you touch those will light up too to let us know you're there. And I'll stay over here, so if I make you uncomfortable, but you did a great job with lighting up everything else in reaction. And again, John and I can't hear or see you ourselves, so we kind of need you to touch and make things go off so that we know you're here. And it's really, really cold. My hands are like really, really cold, like I want gloves on again. And my nose, I feel like I'm outside. Is that you making me cold? Is that because you're right here and you're trying to get energy? Can you light something up to tell us that, Martha? Can you show me that you're here? Other than making me feel cold?
Boom, 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 boom.
Thank you, Martha. I appreciate
Basically
that.
everything on the table.
That helps an awful lot to let us know you're here. I can actually feel you here because my nose is ice cold, my hands are ice cold. It is cold. I don't know. Can you feel the cold over there?
No.
So, Martha, by touching the lights, can you, I'm going to ask if you can touch the light by acknowledging that this is a portrait of you mourning your sister, Elizabeth. I'm sorry. Mary Elizabeth. I had it right. Is this a photo where they did of you when you lost your sister? Can you touch something that shows that? Is there anything that you can touch to show us that you're here again? It's so freaking cold. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to actually try to, we've done this with you and your sister. Now I'm going to do it where it's just you. Where I'm going to actually put this down and ask you
She
questions.
said that picture's a painting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm actually going to put this down and I'm going to ask you a few questions. And because I can't hear you and John can't hear you, maybe when you speak loud, however it works, I don't know, that we can hear you through this box. That won't hurt you or us, okay? Can you tell me your name, please? Can you tell me who passed away when this portrait was done? Martha, what was the name of your husband? Did you and Charles have children? Do you know what your sister passed away from? Do you know what you passed away from, Martha? Are you with your sister and Charles now? Are you okay with being in another house with new people? I know it's usually not polite to ask, but Martha, do you know how old you are? Are you afraid, Martha? Are you aware of where you are? Could you kindly say John or my name? Is there anything that you would like to tell us, Martha? Thank you, Martha. You see that, like real faint?
Aesthetic?
Yeah.
No, it's way too faint.
Looks like the energy is like really low, but it's really cold here. right, Martha, we're just gonna listen back, see if we can hear you. Can you tell me your name, please?
Like a sound and a voice.
Can you tell me who passed away when this portrait was done? Martha, what was the name of your husband? Martha, what was the name of your husband? There's something, but I can't catch the name of your husband. Can you make that up? Martha, what was the name of your husband?
What's his name?
Charles.
Yeah, sound like Charles. So it didn't sound like Charles, and I said no.
Did you and Charles have children?
No, it's cold.
Do you know what your sister passed away from?
What? So where? What the hell is that? No, is that a sound or is that?
Can't make it out.
From back here, I just feel like a.
Hmm?
From back here, it just sounds like a.
Do you know what you passed away from, Martha?
That I actually heard. That was a bang right behind you in the corner by the door there. Play that back. I heard that live.
Martha?
Yeah, I heard that. It was right. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't hear it. I didn't want to ruin the EVP, but it was literally behind that cabinet right there next to you.
But it's the sound behind the noise, too.
I don't hear that.
Are you with your sister and Charles now? Again?
Two of them. It sounds like someone rapped on that wall right next to you. Oh, I heard it live. I just didn't say nothing because she was recording.
Are you okay with being in another house with new people?
So you're saying bum bum.
With new people? Yeah, what the heck?
There were several just noises there that were kind of like.
I know it's usually not polite to ask, but Martha, do you know how old you are? Are you afraid, Martha?
Just get darker in here. If anybody saw that.
Are you aware where you are?
That side of the room just got darker for a second. It's weird.
Could you kindly say John or my name?
Laura saw it. Yeah, that was weird. That whole
Is there
side,
anything that you would like to tell us, Martha?
the whole side of the room went dark. Yeah, just more bump, 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 bump.
Thank you, Martha. She likes to make noise.
I am.
That's for sure.
Do you not want to talk to us, Martha? Are you upset that we keep trying to talk with you and your sister? Do you find that disrespectful? Because we're strangers? You could touch that no way. You could light something up if you don't appreciate that. All right.
She seems, her energy seems to be like she hit the flashes real, and then she just kind of like very delicately, like, I mean, she seems like a real gentle person, you know? Sad. I get the sense of sadness. Like it's immediately when I picked up the photo.
Yeah, those bangs I heard live, and then just before I said it went completely dark. Like, see, I could see the flashlight and everything.
Uh-huh.
All that was just dark, and then I looked up, and then it was dark, and then it went light again. Like, it was weird. It's
It's
really
not
strange.
as cold as it was before. It was brutally cold there for a bit. It was like she was right here and she wanted me to know it.
All right, Martha. Anything else you want to interact in a little bit more before we call it a night? Let us know you're still here.
Would you like to rest now? Light something up if you'd still like us to talk to you.
Well, I hope you and your sister are together again, and your husband, and that you're with everyone and you're at peace and you're happy. It's what we wish for everyone that's passed on.
Do you want to try to do a spirit box session real quick?
No, I think we're
Pretty much.
I think we're good.
She seems to be. Yeah.
all right. So we're going to call it a wrap. It's been 2 hours and 24 minutes.
Thank you, Martha.
All right, guys. Turn the lights on here.
Let me get my booty up first.
Only one SLS figure on 4 objects. That's pretty good. Again, that just goes to show you that it's not just random. And here we are with the lights on.
That's all the light.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I just want them to see that, them to get a good look at her. That where you just see the sadness in her eyes.
Oh,
Not that
there's
she's wearing morning clothes.
There's
Just
the
look at the
regular
eyes.
painting.
Look at the eyes. Look how sad. It just comes off.
Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. I'll say goodnight.
Good night, everybody. Stay safe. Stay well. Please be kind. Good night.
All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you soon.